Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Saturday, y'all. Today is Saturday, July 11th. It is 6:18 a.m. I would have come on earlier, but everybody ain't up like me, so I try to be flexible. How y'all doing this morning? Hope everything's well. I know where I want to start. I was reading a verse from Lamentations this morning. Hold on a second, guys. Hey, I'm back. Yeah, so I was reading Lamentations 3. 3. I read the whole thing. But anyway, sometimes we can feel like God forgot about us, right? We can be doing, with our best intentions, right? With the pureness of our heart. Because nobody's perfect, right? We still human, we weren't raised like this, but here we are, right? But yeah, sometimes things can be just going on, you know what I mean? And sometimes for myself, I wonder, why is it happening in the way that it's happening? You know what I mean? And I'm learning because, so I had went out to get my coffee, and of course I like to get my medication when I'm outside, and I was hearing, like, how much have you healed, right? You say you've healed, how much have you healed? Like, there's situations in my life, I feel like, especially with this Mercury retrograde, I feel like it is a test of, or maybe even another level of my healing, of a layer that I'm healing of my traumas, right? My root chakra, right? Where it came from, right? And especially around my emotions, because our emotions are what fuels us, right? How we feel. That's what fuels our actions, our behaviors. So, like I said, like I tell you guys all the time, I got to practice what I preach, right? I got to recognize the patterns, right? Start to recognize the triggers, right? Start to recognize what the triggers are meant to do. They're meant to make you aware of that emotion, but now that you got some information, how are you going to react with that emotion? Are you going to react the same way that you used to? Or are you going to understand that it's just something to make you take a look at, this is what you're feeling. Why are you feeling like that? Because this is something that has always been the dynamic. The trigger happens, I feel a certain way, I act a certain way, right? It's the cycle. It's the pattern. Now, you have to look at the trigger for exactly what it is. A tool. You master your emotions. You see it. Yeah, I understand. I feel it. I understand, but you're not going to get that out of me because it's not there anymore. You know what I mean? That's when you learn how to master your emotions. Mercury retrograde, a repeat of a test, a repeat of a situation. This is, it's like the universe is clearing out all the chakras. You hear me? It's like a clearing. It's like there's still something, we want to make sure before you move on that you got this. You hear me? Because much is given, much is required, right? Because you're going to come against triggers, people, places, things that will trigger something in you from your past that you have buried deep inside, right? When you say you did the work, because I heard it was, so you say you did the work, let's see. That's what I heard. All right, and then I also heard, come on, let's go, Sister Sledge. That's what I heard. Let's go, Sister Sledge. Remember the group, Sister Sledge? Yeah. Anyway, Let me read what I had read this morning. I'm not going to read the whole thing, of course not, but Lamentations 3 verse 55. I called on your name, O Lord, from the depths of the pit. You heard my plea. Do not close your ears. To my cry for relief, you came near when I called you and you said, do not fear. O Lord, you took up my case. You redeemed my life. You have seen, O Lord, the wrong done to me. Come on, Spirit. Uphold my cause. You have seen the depth of their vengeance, all their plots against me. Come on, Father. O Lord, you have heard their insults, all their plots against me. What my enemies whisper and mutter against me all day long. Look at them, sitting or standing. They mock me in their songs. Pay them back what they deserve, O Lord, for what their hands have done. Put a veil over their hearts, and may your curse be on them. Pursue them in anger and destroy them from under the heavens of the Lord. Sometimes, and I'm going to have to just speak for myself, I have to be mindful of my thoughts, because we can get by with not doing things on the physical level where people can see, but what we think about in our heads is the same fucking thing as manifestation, right? It's what you're wishing for, you're hoping for, you're saying, you're cursing, you know what I'm saying? What's up here? God sees that too. He hears it, the universe hears it, because that's what you're manifesting, that's what you're putting out there, right? I leave judgment to my Father in all areas, especially when it comes to another human being. I don't even allow myself to think thoughts like that. I rebuke it in the blood of Jesus. You understand? Because I'm not in control. I don't want his job. I don't want his job. I don't want his job. I don't want to call judgment on nobody in nobody's life. I watch how I move. I watch how I move. I watch how I think. I get upset. I curse. I speed a little bit. You know what I mean? I have my moments, right? And and if I can catch myself in the moment, I ask for forgiveness. But definitely when I pray, because I know that I'm not human, and life is life. But I try to be mindful of even how I think, right? Because sometimes it hurts me too, It blocks my own blessings, right? Anyway, I just wanted to share that with y'all. I don't even know. We can't keep. Yeah, be right back. So what I was saying was sometimes we could feel like, God done forgot about us, right? Like, how come I haven't seen that? Or why do I have to keep going through or being around energy that's always combative and divisive? You know what I mean? Like, even when I walk down the street today, and the energy is like people of a different race. It's that intensity, that like, it's not that free flowing anymore. Now it's like everybody has an agenda, right? Everybody feels some kind of way, right? It's like this country is very divisive at this time, right? When it really should. When our kids play together, you know what I mean? Like, we have spouses and children that we've made, and now y'all want to start acting like this, right? Because sometimes I get dirty looks and like, what have I done besides existing? You know what I mean? For just existing, but I didn't plant that seed. That's a seed that was planted by others, you know what I mean? Misguided information. A distraction so that you don't realize that you're being robbed blind. Right? that everything that you believe in is being stripped from you, and they're trying to make it look like it's the people that we live with, the people in our community that's doing it. We're all in the same fucking boat. How can it be us? We're all suffering. You feeling me? Don't let the devil deceive you. Don't let the big devil deceive you. I promise you. Keep you distracted by your neighbors, by our differences, right? And try to blame each other for the suffering, but it ain't us. It's them. They're the ones that the billionaires and listen. I didn't want to go there, but I'm just gonna say it is what it is. We're the ones that's going without, not them. But it's our fault. All of us that put our work ethic into everything, working, paying taxes, paying our bills, being responsible citizens, respecting our neighbors, you know what I'm saying, coexisting with each other. How is it our fault? Anyway, let's get some. I'm going to get a couple of these. We're gonna get on with it. We can't be deceived, man, by what's going on around you. Don't be deceived, because as long as we're fighting each other, they're living a luxury life. They're doing what they want. They're cutting off all your resources. Come on, like, it ain't just black people that need resources. All Americans need resources. We have a lot of our elderly that need resources, that have already contributed to the community. All that's being stripped away. We ain't taking it. Shit, we be living in luxury. We ain't taking it. We're surviving just like the rest of you. Anyway, what we got here? We got the King of Wands. The king, what's this say? You don't know, I can't see these little letters. The king gave his ruling. Give the living, baby to the first woman. Do not kill him. She is his mother. Okay? 14 could be significant. So with this story here, this is about a stolen child, right? This is about a woman that's raising another woman's child as her own, right? That's trying to, she's claiming that the child is hers, but there was a struggle. This woman is trying to prove that that's not her child, that's my child, right? So the woman that stole the baby said, well, let's cut the baby in half. The woman who gave birth to the child said, no, let her keep the baby, because she has compassion, she has love, she has a bond with that child. All right? That's why she allowed the child to stay with the one that was willing to sacrifice him. But the king said, give the baby to the mother that birthed him. She's the mother, because she's the one that was willing to give him up. The other woman was willing to tear him down before she gave it back. She was willing to destroy it before she gave it back. You heard me? What's going on here? Judgment of Solomon. King Solomon said, Look, I heard you never really loved the child. Of course you don't, if you're willing to cut him in half. What we got here? Ace of Grains. Ace of Pentacles. Number 1. Entering the promised land. I'll give you every place where you set your foot, as I promised Moses. Some of you guys could have a new opportunity coming. You're about to step and embark on a new journey. Alright, something, building something new, creating something new, a new idea, entrepreneurship, a new community. Okay. What's this one that's flipped up? We got the Page of Grains. There it is. Look at that. Page of Pentacles. 111. Stop playing. Priscilla teaching the teachers. Okay. So this Priscilla was very wise, right? And she also didn't hide the fact that she knew more than those people that was held in high authority, right? It says, let me see what it says. He began to speak boldly in the synagogue. When Priscilla and Aquila heard him, they invited him to their home and explained to him the way of God more adequately. Yeah, it's okay. They invited, so this is like talking, having a conversation with somebody, but you're not trying to embarrass them, humiliate them. You pull them to the side, right? And you have a conversation with them, right? And as there's somewhere in the Bible where I remember, it's like when you're trying to approach someone or to clear the air with someone, to clear up some kind of miscommunication, always bring somebody with you, okay? Or you know what I'm saying, always bring somebody with you, always have a witness, so that when you either apologize or you try to clear the air, that there's no misconstruing of the story. All right. And also with this is trying to get someone to see something from a different perspective, right? Because she tried to I guess she was telling them that, you don't have to be so bold and so, I heard vulgar, when you speak or when you teach or something. Some of y'all could be teaching a teacher something. This could even, I don't know why it seemed like kindergarten, first, second grade, a child correcting the teacher, or maybe just the way they said something made the teacher see something from a different perspective. Right? Wow. Ain't that something? What's this? Look. There go the child. There go another 11. I can't make it up. 8 of feathers. This is Jonah trapped in the well. So something being called to do something, but running from it. Remember I told you that Mercury retrograde will come back around? Right? For you to do something or do something different than the way you did it the first time, or the way it went down, right? What's going on in spirit? Ooh. Oh, we got the hangman. And he's hanging upside down. 12. Peter's crucifixion. Peter felt guilty. Peter, what do you call it? I don't know why I'm at a loss for words this morning. The tower. Ooh, 7 of grains. My goodness. He was like self-punishing himself, right? What do you call it? Self-mutilation. I don't know. What did he do? Peter's crucifixion. Let's find out. What was Peter's crucifixion about?
Peter's crucifixion was a Roman execution in Rome around 64 to 67 AD during Emperor Nero's reign. Tradition says Peter asked to be crucified upside down as he felt unworthy to die the same way as Jesus.
Okay, so he requested to be, it's like feeling unworthy. He didn't feel worthy to be crucified in an upright position. Maybe he felt like, there were some things he had done that was unforgivable. Okay? So, with that being said, maybe some of you may have felt like there were some things that you have done in the past that was unforgivable, or that there's something that you don't feel worthy. It's almost, I'm hearing like this was carrying a cross. Queen of Candles. Deborah, the prophetess, the leader. Some of you could feel like something is your, look at that, 11, 12, 13, is, and then you got 14 over here. Oh, wow. Some of you guys have been carrying a cross. Maybe the fact that you told this woman that she could keep the baby in order for the baby to remain whole was some kind of sacrifice. And now maybe you feel like because you did that you have felt like unworthy in some way, or maybe somebody tried to make you feel that way. All right? Like that was some kind of blasphemy, some kind of abandonment type issue. But, ooh. Ace of Grains, a promised land, and a teacher. Yeah, I feel like you really, yeah. You had a heavy burden. You carried a heavy burden. But through this journey, I feel like you really trusted God. That's like what's the name? Took his son up to the mountaintop, right, to sacrifice him to God, right? The ram in the bush. Remember that one? That Abraham? That was Abraham, right? Let's see. Was it Abraham that took his son up to the mountain to be sacrificed?
Yes. Abraham took his son Isaac to a mountain to be sacrificed, as described in the biblical story of Genesis chapter 22.
Sacrifice as a test of faith. Test of faith. It was your test of faith. You trusted God. Ooh, come on, spirit. You trusted God with the outcome, even when you didn't understand the situation at hand. Why did it have to go this way? You feeling me? Why did it have to happen like this? It was a test of your faith. You understood that you had to trust God with it. You had to trust God with that child, right? Or that situation, whatever it is, you know what I mean? But definitely, the 14 came first. This is the outcome. You sacrificed. You trusted God for the outcome. And maybe you have felt like you were not worthy for this position of leadership, of prophetess, but you are. But you are. Not only did you sacrifice, but you also received knowledge. You received wisdom. You received a pathway. Yep. Access, I heard. Come on now. Let's see. What we got? Let's see what the gossip is for us. What's the gossip out here? Recharge. It's time for you to recharge. Situationship. This even could be like some kind of it could be like a custody issue. Okay? Take it how it resonates. Somebody would rather, this could be something physical. Somebody would rather destroy it than give it back to you, than to release it, to surrender it. Yep, that's what it is. Because they have created this image around it as if it was theirs. You hear me? Let's message here, spirit. Love bonds. So somebody could have loved somebody, a lot of affection, a lot of attention, a lot of, gaslighting, overwhelming charm, hidden control. This is how somebody was trying to gain control over a situation or someone. Okay, they love bombed them. What was that? Inner child. What did I tell you? Healing childhood wounds. What did I say? Your trauma, your childhood, your root chakra. Reconnecting with joy, playfulness, restored, return to innocence, the promised land. Number 1, self, the first house, right? Your appearance, your temperament, how you treat yourself, how you see yourself, right? I feel like maybe somebody may have love bombed you as a child, all right? There's something about your inner child that you had to heal. And I also said that there was triggers, right? So somebody could have tried to trigger some kind of trauma from your childhood with this child, right? This abandonment shit, this rejection, abandonment. Yeah. Something about your childhood could have been this, I'm hearing like girl interrupted. You know, like your innocence was interrupted in some way, shape, or form. Somebody used your innocence as a weapon. Or they could have used a child's innocence as a weapon. Take it how it resonates. What's going on here, Spirit? Divine timing. Come on now. Everything happens in divine timing. Absolutely. Patience required. Trusting the process. Perfect timing when it's meant to be. The teacher will become the student, and the student will become the teacher. Thank you, Spirit. That's what I heard. Message 1111. 1111. Yes. Look, because somebody has a hidden agenda. There's a hidden agenda. Maybe Spirit got a hidden agenda, something we don't see. We don't know the thoughts of his thoughts. You know what I'm saying? We don't know none of that. We're not privy to that, as it should be. Spirit wants to see how you're gonna act when I'm not looking. He said, "Ooh." He said, "How you gonna act when I'm not looking?" Your thoughts are not my thoughts, but I know your thoughts. Ooh, there it is. Look, it fell out. Hidden agenda. I can't make it up. What else? Look, message. Somebody got a new message. Yeah, about a hidden agenda. Look, unbreakable. Listen. Somebody's trying to break your spirit. Yes, they're trying to use your childhood traumas, where they come in all loving and caring and and then boom, right? There's always a hidden agenda. There's always a hook to the gifts, right? Unexpected flirtation, direct message, testing the waters, sliding into your inbox. Secret intentions, manipulation disguised as kindness. Hidden motivations, too helpful to trust, right? This is a test of your endurance, right? And this is definitely a test of your healing. Inner toughness, endurance, hardship, strength through adversity. Nothing can break me. You've proven that. You've proven that. I don't know if somebody could have had their children taken from them. All right? Like in court, because I just picked up that energy as well. Yeah, you got a status upgrade coming to you. Let's see. Let's keep going here. I don't want to take up too much of y'all time. What's the message? 9 of Cups, King of Pentacles. Stability. Good investments. Wise decisions, right? You don't jump at everything. You take your time, right? Enterprises, I'm hearing. Job. You have a steady job, right? You save your money. You invest in things that are in alignment, right? You're not just out here just trying to show off or get it because. Look, Ten of Swords, yeah, walking away. It's a wrap. Listen, you have completed this cycle. Whatever Mercury retrograde, but listen, we still got a few more days left in July, so don't. Anything can happen at this point, but this Ten of Swords energy here from your childhood, your inner trauma, from all this love bombing and all this stuff, and you wondering if God really hearing you, does He remember know that you're trying to do what you're trying to do, right? You're trying to stay in the upright. Yeah, everything's in divine timing. He sees you. He knows. He knows. He sees everything. He sees the work that you've done and that you continue to do. He sees your compassion and your empathy. Oh, there go another Ace of Pentacles. Come on now. Look at that. Look at that. Yes, he sees that. Everything in divine timing. You hear me? Whatever this hidden agenda is someone has to test the waters with you, they may not find you where they left you. I was going to put it like that. What we got here? Ooh, the sun. Ooh, come on now. They may not find you where they left you. No, sir. Look. Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah. Seven of Swords. They can't come in and disrupt your peace. Look at this. Look. They can't come in and disrupt your peace. That's what they want to do. They want to come in and disrupt your peace. The sun. You see it. You see the agenda. You see the hook. You see the fish in the cup. You see the fine print. You hear me? Yes. You understand it's a storm. Ooh, what we got here? Listen. Come on now. Come on. Eight of Wands. Listen. You carried your burdens. Now you only carrying yours. You got forward movement and everything's happening so fast. Yes. You hear me? You moving forward. Yes. You're coming down the hill now. Yep. And everything's in divine timing. Somebody wants you to continue to stay in this unworthy energy. Don't do it. You are worthy. Anyway. Oh, let's get one more and then we're going to get... Oh, I wanted to get an energy card. Hang on, y'all. Let me just get one of these since I brought them out here. And what's on the bottom? The World. Closing out these cycles, man. The cycle's closed. Alright, you see it for what it is. You see it for what it is. What you got here? You listen to Daughter Spirit. Daughter Spirit. All tied up. Somebody didn't want you to go walk through that door. But you did. 32 could be significant. And 23. Look at that mirror. Ooh-wee. 33. 32, 23. So, of course, we got to look up the angel number. 23. 23. And then we're going to read. All right. 23. Philanthropy. What can you do for others? Come on now. This number calls upon you to ask yourself how you can contribute to society. Be what you want to receive. Thank you. And channel unconditional love as you do so. Think of an organization or person who could use your time. Make a plan to help. Listen. And what's the other one? 32. Invest. In all that you do, invest your whole self. Your angels remind you that by investing your whole self into the microcosm, the microcosm eventually reflects that effort. In a small chore, job, or interaction today, feel the presence of the divine as you treat that activity as if it were a blueprint for creating a larger representation of your reality. Be yourself. Right? No expectations, but and there will be times when situations will come up that will want you to stop, right? To stop moving forward, to stop being open as a channel, right? To block you off from wherever God's leading. They will use people, places, and things in your life as sacrifices, right, to get to you. Be careful, be cautious, and trust God. You know what God says. Listen, who was that? Was that Job that got everything taken from him? Everything, stripped of everything, in order for him to take his eyes off of God and remove his faith, to have him to denounce God, right? In order to keep the fleshly things. But he was rewarded in the end in divine timing, right? But it was his faith and his trust in the Most High. Anyway, that's your message. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Don't forget to vote for your girl, for your favorite chef. Whew. That's a whole nother thing. Thank y'all so much for all those votes. Thank y'all for supporting me so much. I really, really appreciate it. And I'm so grateful. Thank you. And everything else. All right, y'all. Deuces.